Hello, and welcome to some more internet stories with me and Josh.
Yes, sir, Bob. Here we go. So remind them what are you reading?
I'm reading some crazy, they're called bizarre stories from BuzzFeed. And again, if there are any that are inappropriate, I will skip them because we are clean on this channel.
Yep.
But this is what Josh and I do when Cullen is unable to join us. We do these more chill type videos. We save our improv videos, which you may have seen, for when Cullen is here because he's a master at improv stuff.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. See, because like we tried to do an improv video, and we just need more than one person. It just doesn't work with just two people. At least it doesn't work with just us. I'm sure there are two people out there that are amazing at improv, but
I try.
we're not good at that.
I try with improv, and I get by when I can bounce off of Cullen, but it's hard just coming up with stuff. Now, if it's just a joke, yeah, I can do that. Okay, anyway, here we go. There's like 20 bizarre stories, but I don't know if we're going to get through all of them. But number one, there's a dollar store in my neighborhood that always seems to attract a lot of oddballs in the evenings. My husband and I call it Dollar Store After Dark. Last week, I saw a woman pushing around 2 ferrets in a baby stroller.
What? 2 ferrets in a baby stroller?
That's almost as crazy as the woman walking her pig.
Dude, I think that's crazier than the woman walking her pig.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you put ferrets in a baby stroller? Those are like little furry crack missiles.
Hey.
It's just like.
But by the way, if y'all don't know what we're talking about, last week there was something that he read where a woman was walking a pig in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Residential Los Angeles, California. This woman is walking a pig.
But listen, this is way worse.
Yeah, ferrets in a baby stroller is a little higher on the crazy meter than a pig.
I think you're insane. I think you need help. I mean, like, I think a person owning a pig as a pet is not as crazy. It's weird, but it's not crazy. I don't feel like that person needs help necessarily. But the ferrets, though, you need help if you're having in a baby stroller and.
Yeah. Now, owning a ferret is not that big of a deal if you keep them in your house and all that. But to take ferrets in a baby stroller in a public place, that's a little bit too far.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. Whoa, don't bounce. Stop it. It's bouncing on me. One time I was walking home at around 10 or 11 p.m. when a fox walked across the road in front of me. Normal for London, okay, there's your location, it's London, and ran into someone's front garden. I stopped in front of their driveway and peered into the garden to look at the fox, and I noticed a man dressed in all black lying on the soil, awake, between the fence and the bushes. I immediately ran as fast as possible and called the police to give them the house's address. I don't know what happened, but there's no good reason for a man hiding in someone's front garden late at night. Did she catch a burglar planning his attack?
He was laying down, right?
And I guess he opened his eyes because he said it was all black. If he opened his eyes, you see the whites of his eyes, and that gave him away.
But see,
I don't know why.
Do you think he was trying to hide or trying to burgle?
I think either it was a burglar caught in the act, or it was a poor man who couldn't afford a home security system, so he does it himself.
Dude, I don't know what to make of that. It's just.
I mean, wow. London is the home of Jack the Ripper, so.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she caught a burglar trying to burgle.
Number 3. There's a house in my neighborhood that has a potbelly pig for a pet.
We're back to the pig.
The first time I saw it was while driving by. I had to do a double take. The full-grown pig was grazing in the front yard, just chilling. Now, if it was a farm, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if it's just somebody's house and I see a ginormous pig out in front,
I'm like, get your pig off my lawn.
get off my lawn! You're supposed to be bacon. As a Civil War buff, I've visited Gettysburg numerous times, solo and with friends. On one of my solo excursions, I was walking back to my hotel along a major artery of the park lined with some impressive monuments. The sun had just set, and I was enjoying the mystic quality that descends on that place at nighttime when suddenly a bunch of male voices began singing Billy Joel's The Longest Time in perfect a cappella harmony behind a nearby monument large enough to conceal 24 people behind it. I paused to listen. They sang a few bars, then stopped as suddenly as they'd started. I didn't hear anything else, so I proceeded on my walk. But to this day, I wonder what the heck they were doing there, and why'd they chosen to sing behind the New York Auxiliary State Memorial. Maybe it offered great acoustics? At any rate, 25 years later, the memory of it still makes me laugh. I am a singer by nature, so is Josh.
Yeah.
If I had heard that, I would have found them and started singing with them. Because that song has beautiful harmony in it.
Oh, dude, that song, that song's fun to sing. Yeah, there's a day where I was just singing it just for the fun of it. It's a fun song to sing. And dude, so anybody who is not a singer, let me tell y'all, okay? Because every singer completely understands this. Great acoustics, you have to sing. You have to sing. If there's great acoustics anywhere, you gotta sing. It's gotta happen.
In a stairwell?
Yeah, dude, stairwell. Yeah, dude, a singer will enjoy singing in the bathroom. You know, here's the thing: if any of y'all have a singer friend or a singer family member, and they're in the bathroom for a long time, I guarantee you,
the shower acoustics.
Yeah, it's the shower acoustics. Yeah, you ever hear them singing and singing and singing in the shower? Them acoustics, it's like a drug.
Yeah.
It really is. But
you know,
acoustics really are like a drug because as a singer, like, you can get so used to singing in an acoustic-filled room to the point where you end up not being able to adapt well to a room that doesn't have that. Which is very important to be able to sing in rooms that don't have good acoustics, because you want to pay close attention to how it feels and stuff, not rely wholly on what you hear.
Yeah. When I was in my 20s, I lived in a 2-family apartment building. One night around midnight, I heard something messing with the trash cans and assumed the neighbor was taking out their trash. I looked out the window and a monkey was peering up at me on top of one of the cans. I ran to get my husband, but by the time we got back, the monkey was gone. My husband said I must have been dreaming, but I hadn't even been to bed yet. The next day, we found out that a man in our neighborhood had a pet capuchin monkey that had escaped. I felt vindicated. So where are they where owning a monkey is legal?
Michael Jackson owned the monkey.
Where did he live, though?
I don't know where he lived. I think it was a chimpanzee he owned. I don't know what he owned.
Gosh.
Dude, if it was a chimpanzee that he owned, things are dangerous. Yeah.
All I see going through my head is the Planet of the Apes movies. Because he had a chimp at home and everything went crazy if you've seen those movies. After a long and hot 12 hours of working the back shift at a local factory, I was on my commute home when I pulled up to a stoplight and observed a cardboard box seemingly sliding across the intersection crosswalk. I noticed what looked like a tennis shoe occasionally protruding from the underside of the box. So I eased toward it as it approached the front of my vehicle, put the car in park, and got out to investigate. The box had stopped moving, so I picked it up and found a well-dressed teenage boy holding a flip phone. It was 4 a.m., so I stood there thinking, what the heck? I was about to ask what he was doing when he jumped up and started running toward the nearest building, yelling, "I was bored!" I kept the box and contacted the authorities.
Dude, oh my gosh.
How bored do you have to be to steal a cardboard box and cross the street in it?
My thing is if a child popped out of a box that I was carrying, I would be thinking, people, I was not trying to kidnap him. I promise. I promise you.
He just showed up. I have no idea where he came from. I was bored. There are different hobbies, dude.
Are there any comments on that one?
No, there are no comments on any of these.
Okay.
It only posts like who said it or who told the story. One day, the traffic slowed a bit while driving through town. The cars in front of me began changing lanes. Eventually, I came upon a man who looked to be 90 years old, riding his lawnmower down the road as if it were a normal thing to do. I can't imagine what circumstances put that man in that position, but it was odd. You say it's odd, and yet I see it a lot.
The dude's just a redneck. I think that 90-year-old is just an old redneck.
I mean, we're in Georgia, central Georgia. I can't tell you how many people I've seen riding a lawnmower down the road as if it's a road legal vehicle.
Yeah.
Especially a zero turn.
Yeah. It happens.
Incredibly
it happens,
common
yeah.
around here.
Hey, by the way, something you should know about Georgia, anybody who's not in Georgia. Okay, Atlanta, even though it's in Georgia, we don't claim that as Georgia.
We don't claim that area.
Yeah.
Atlanta is its own thing.
Yes. Listen, if you ever want the Georgia Southern hospitality experience, you will not go to Atlanta. Don't go to Atlanta. All right. If you want more of this city, if you want more of this city kind of experience and stuff, then Atlanta is good. But my goodness, dude, the traffic in Atlanta, screw that. Like, don't do that there.
Of course, if you want kind of a homey feel, Juliet's not too far off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Juliet's kind of out of the city. It's still northern Georgia, but...
But I will say, a great place you should visit. If you come to Georgia, go here. Savannah.
Absolutely.
Go to Savannah.
It's very nice down there, especially River Street.
River Street is very, very beautiful.
River Street and those... I like going to those... I don't go to Savannah very often, but I like the candy shop and...
yeah.
We always get like an ice cream on the one down towards the end.
Yeah. We did that. We do that too. So the thing that we used to do that became like kind of like a tradition with us, and I think I'd like to say I think it started with me probably because I was the one that really bugged my parents with, hey, let's keep doing this. So what we would do is we would go to River Street. And it would be nighttime. And by the way, let me just paint the picture for y'all. So River Street. Think about cobblestone flooring and these shops beside you and it's just a really romantic place. That's the best way I can describe it. And then on the left, to your left or right, depending on which direction you're walking,
because you can't walk both ways.
Yeah, on the side of you, there's a huge river. And ships go by, even cargo ships and stuff.
Massive cargo ships.
Mm-hmm. It's a massive river. So it's very, very beautiful. So what we would do at nighttime is we would go to the candy shop and get some candy and we'll grab some ice cream from there.
Oh yeah.
And then we'd go and find a seat outside, a bench that's closer to the river. And we just sit and we watch the ships go by, and it's really nice. It's really peaceful.
Another nice aspect of River Street in Savannah, there's this shop that's like nothing but Christmas decorations.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Christmas. That's my favorite holiday. I like just going there and look around. I don't buy a lot of stuff in there because they're proud of it, but it is some really pretty decorations in there.
Yeah. Which I don't know if I went into that shop.
I can't remember the name of it, but they have like the angel statues They're in the window with trees and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's on the other side of like that overpass on River Street. It's
Dude,
like you come down on River Street on that curve right there.
Yeah.
And you can go either way, and there's shops right there. There's
Okay.
this overpass thing where people walk across. I think and come down to walk on River Street.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's either under the overpass or just past it on the opposite side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Also, I don't know if the candy shop is the same one you're talking about. The one where they're making taffy in the window.
Yeah.
They're, like,
That's
washing
the one
it
we would
on the
go
machine, going like this.
to. Yeah, dude. It's a charming place. I really like that place a lot.
I don't know if I'd want to live there, but it's definitely a place to visit.
Yeah, don't live there. Guys, do not live there because I hear the crime is pretty bad. The crime
In certain
there
areas.
Certain areas. Don't live
River
in
Street
Savannah.
can get rough on certain times,
Yeah. Mhm.
but on your average day, it's not that bad. My daughter was playing in a summer lacrosse tournament in Colorado. It was a perfect day. The sun was out, the sky was blue, and there wasn't a cloud in sight. Suddenly, we heard a massive boom on the road behind the field. A random lightning bolt had struck a man on a bike and a girl running nearby. A friend of ours, a doctor, ran over to tend to both people. The guy was in bad condition. The bolt hit him, and he had internal damage. Meanwhile, the bolt got so close to the runner's head that it had melted several Barrett's in her hair clips.
Okay.
They both went to the hospital and lived to tell the story.
Whoa.
I actually know somebody who has been struck by lightning and lived.
Like personally?
Yes. She was just on the beach one day and boom! Got struck by lightning. So the next year they went back to that same beach and somebody, I think it was her husband, gave her a lightning bolt necklace. One day I was walking along the main street in my town to go to the mall. That particular day, no cars were whizzing by. It was a really peaceful walk until, out of nowhere, I heard this horrible slap. I turned and saw a very confused-looking squirrel lying in the middle of the road. It kept looking above at the trees and then back down as if it couldn't believe what had just happened. It took me the longest time to realize the squirrel had fallen out of the tree. Luckily, no cars were coming. Due to my work, I was nearly on a first-name basis with the local animal rescue agency, so I went over to see if the little guy needed some help as I called for help. He jumped up and hurried back up the tree trunk. He was clearly fine and just a little stunned from what had to be a horribly long fall. That actually happened in my, not this one, but the same thing happened in my now uncle's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't built his house there yet. Because my grandparents' house is here. He built a house on their land down at the bottom.
Right.
And there's big oak trees back there. He was standing in my grandparents' kitchen window one time. And this squirrel was running around in the tree. And he runs out on the branch and realizes, I guess too late, that the branch was too short. He just went, oops, and he fell straight down on the ground.
Oh no.
He was fine. The squirrel lived, but to hear my uncle retell it was really funny. He's like, oops, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is a horrible start. I went to Walmart late one night with my roommates in college. I wish Walmart was 24 hours. I'm so sorry. Ever since COVID, they've been closing at 11 and it does not feel the
Dude,
same.
ever since COVID, just service and places and stuff just kind of went downhill and stuff.
On our way back, the Mexican restaurant, which had a bra hanging on the fence, was getting raided by a bunch of frat boys wearing nothing but booty shorts. We assumed it was part of a hazing ritual, and as we drove down the road, we saw police pulling up to the restaurant. According to the small blurb in the local news, the police officers had been breaking up a bar fight at another restaurant across the street when they noticed the frat boys messing with the bra fence. The frat boys were at the Mexican restaurant in the first place because one of them thought his girlfriend had been the one to put her bra on the fence. Mind you, this blurb was sandwiched between a story about a cow getting loose in town and the city police forgetting to let a local McDonald's know that they were doing SWAT training in the building next door. All very strange. Side note, imagine working in a McDonald's and people are doing SWAT training in the building next to you. Imagine what sounds have to come from that building. I don't know what goes on during SWAT training, but it can't be quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be like, hey, do you want a burger? Get down!
Get down! You will not have these McNuggets! Oh, that's time.
Alright. Well, that's time for us. And it's time for y'all to go. Bye!
Tune in next week for more of something. No guarantee what it is.